Hello everyone! Welcome to my 3-part series where I teach you how to make your own add-on/custom pack. Today we will be discussing part 1, which is the basics of creating your template, adding in items, and sorting the files. The apps we will be using today is the Documents app and the Add-ons Maker app. Be sure to pay close attention and feel free to turn down the playback speed so you don't miss a beat. So the first part of making your pack is the basics, which involves you creating the foundation of your pack. Okay, so let's basically begin. So we're going to open this app and we're going to start with using a function. Even though this is more so going to be /give functions, you guys will see how it'll look in the end. So we're going to press this button right here. And here are all the examples. So it's going to have input function name, which is give golds. Pack is going to be plaid wool. So let's start with about 3. So we're going to do give at self plaid wool 1, and then give at self plaid wool 2. Okay, and then we're gonna do, let's just say all of them, and so 3, I'm just gonna put 4 now just for, educational purposes. So you're gonna press save. Alright, now we're going to go into the actual textures, and I'm going to be using a block. So my custom name is going to be PW, since it means plaid wool, and then I'm going to put the name of the first one, which is plaid wool 1. And so always stay constant with each one that you do, and you have to do this for each individual block, but once we go into documents you'll be able to see it all manually. I'm going to add in the texture, and I'm just going to choose custom texture, and then we have everything here. So I'm going to start with the pink one. Okay, you can also do 3 packs, 6 packs, which is more for dimensional custom items. I'm not too educated on that. So I'm not gonna do that, but these are all the edits, and this is how you can craft it. So I'm going to have it as white wool, and then you can craft it with pink dye, and boom. So then we're gonna press save. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing for each one. So let's create another block, and it's going to be plaid wool 2, plaid wool 2, and then we're going to change the texture to, let's say, yellow, because that's so cute. Oh, and now let's do the same thing for crafting, just to make sure. So we're going to put in wool and yellow dye. And save. Oh, I forgot to turn that off of flammable. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other 2, and then I'll meet back. Okay, so just for a final demonstration, okay, I'm gonna go back to function. To break it down, this right here is the function, right? And that's the command when you put it in. Now what a function is basically a combined list of commands for you to give to yourself. So these are all the items that you can give to yourself, and you do that, and then here are all the separate entities of those items, which is a slash give at self plaid wool 1 2 3 yada yada yada, but they all have to have their own individual textures. So that's what you do here, and we're gonna do the last one. So we're gonna go here, and just so that you don't get confused, basically the input ID is like the shortened version. If you guys have ever used a command pack, you'd see it and it just looks like that, but I just make mine those letters because that's the initials for my letters. So if you want to do that, it's best to use your own initials, and always go with the function that you had, okay, or the item list. So this is number 4, and boom. Okay, so then you just repeat that here with the name. See? And it's so simple. It's just the texture that shows up with the name, but I don't really care too much for that. So we're gonna do green, which I already do green. Just to make sure I didn't already do green, I'm gonna do purple. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down here. I don't want them to be flammable, so I'm gonna turn it off. And then you wanna make sure you do the recipe and purple dye. No. Oh, okay. Purple dye. Alright, boom, and then press save. So here are all the items here. Okay, we're going to press the export button, and we're gonna turn the name to plaid wool, okay, and SimplyMiPrii. Now once you put the author's name, you don't have to put in the description, just so you guys know. And we're gonna put the official plaid wool pack for Minecraft 1.16. Okay, and boom. Now when you save the add-on, here is when we're going to go to documents. So you're gonna press import to Minecraft. You're going to press open, okay, and then all the list of your items will be there. Once you do that, now you can press copy to documents. Alright, so here's when things are gonna get a little bit confusing, and I want you guys to hold on, because I know whenever we use the documents app, people get a little bit confused. So I'm gonna try and break this down the best way I know how. Okay, so first I'm just going to rename the pack just to make this a lot easier for me. Make sure you turn it to a zip file so that you can unlock it and customize it. Alright, so now that we have that, I'm gonna go here, and this is the behavior and the resource. Two separate things. The function is for the behavior, which you want to check here, and then you have each one here. See how that works? So here's that. They gave me 2, so I'm just gonna remove that, and here you have those. See how that works? Okay, so just so that you check and see if that works, and make sure those are all there. So that's all that stuff for the behavior pack. And then we go in here, and then we have the resource pack, and they're gonna check the textures to make sure everything's saved properly. There you go. And just so that I know, okay, great. So everything seems to be doing well, and you want to check your models, all of that, okay? Now the next part that I'm going to be doing is customizing the pack. So if you do want that part of the video, you should stay tuned, because that's when we're really going to be editing stuff in and just changing the layout. But I just want to make you guys clear that this is where everything is once you open it. So this is the manifest file, this is the behavior pack, the resource pack, the textures, everything can be found in here, and you can actually add more on from here. You don't really have to use that app anymore. you can just use this as your own template and basis and just add as you go through the coding. So I hope this video helps for the basics, and for the next video we will go into the customization, which is adding in the pack icon, changing around your items that you want to be added in, and we're going to open it in Minecraft physically and test it out. And once that's done, then we're going to do a publishing. So that's it for today, guys. I will see you later.
You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only see the good